Hey, yo, foreigner, you crazy for this one.
Yeah, that thing I'm jab riding when I'm left hooking. Fiends say they love me cause they know I keep that sack moving. Sad to say, but this the life that I have grew in. I had to hustle, skipping class, man, I was true in. I can flip some packs and teach you how to do it. This the real deal. Better watch your back cause people will kill. Kill Bill, kill switch on the Glock. Yeah, this the real. And people spin around them blocks just like a Ferris wheel. But that's enough of that. Let me tell you about my life and where I grew up at. I grew up in the south of Topeka. Then I moved to the east in the streets and I ain't fucking with neither. I ain't the type to go with kill or go and sit on that block. I'm the type to get some...
Bucket Discussions family, it's Tahj here, aka 1/3 of the Bucket Discussions podcast. Guys, please do me a favor. Thumbs up this video, like it. I can't stress this enough. This helps us grow our channel and this helps us recommend our videos to people who have no clue who we are or what we're doing over here. Also, guys, stay tuned and be on the lookout for more content. I'm going to catch y'all later. Peace. Welcome back to the Bucket Discussions podcast. You know I'm real chill. I'm not saying, yo! This is the podcast where we're going to be on the stat sheet. We're going to be on the narratives to bring y'all that real, authentic, bar sports conversation, man. It's your boy, Tahj James, a.k.a. TJ, a.k.a. Lakers fan, Chiefs fan. 221, man. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to the guys.
What's good with it, man? It's your boy Trey, aka the girl's damn sugar, aka Dr. James, and whatever else you want to call me. And I'm gonna pass it to bro.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy J. Coop, man. We back at it. You know what I'm saying? It's another week, another episode of the greatest sports podcast in the world. You feel me? Bucket Discussions, man. We got another episode for y'all. But before we get into that, before I pass back to Tahj for the church announcements, I want to say we appreciate all you guys for the support on the basketball videos, on the reactions, all of that shit. It means a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's really been going crazy. And don't think it goes unseen because we definitely see it. You feel me? So, all right, now we'll pass it back to Tahj for the church announcements.
Hey, I'm going to piggyback off what Coop said. Y'all been going crazy for some reason these last few podcasts, man. I don't know what's going on with it, but hey, we kind of getting up there a little bit, man. We appreciate y'all. But church announcements, man, the very most important part of church. We have our podcast. It's on Apple Podcasts. It's on Spotify. It's on Podbean. It's on Google Podcasts. Whatever podcast app you use, make sure you check us out if you're not watching on YouTube. So with that being said, let's hop into the show.
And actually, hold on. If you guys even are tapping in on the Apple Podcast, make sure you guys go to YouTube and leave a like on the video. You know what I'm saying? It helps us grow a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to, expand our podcast a little bit, get it out there to more hoop heads. So we greatly appreciate y'all, man.
And if you feel some type of way, leave a comment, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I love arguing in the comments, man, for sure.
Yeah, it's fun.
For sure, man.
So we got the first topic, man. I'm interested to hear what you guys think about this. Obviously, I'm the Lakers fan on the podcast, on the show. But what do you guys think about Russell Westbrook coming off the bench? He's kind of pushed back against his role for a few weeks. Darvin Ham was like, "Nah, buddy, we're going to the bench." So we got Russell Westbrook coming off the bench, and he's really flourishing in this role, man. People think he can win potentially 6th Man of the Year. He scored 28, 18, and 18. His 3 games coming off the bench. He's helped the Lakers win 2 out of 3 games after they started 1-5, 0-5. I don't know what it was, man.
For sure.
But what are you guys' thoughts on Westbrook and his new role?
I really have no thoughts. I mean, as long as you're winning games, you're winning games. And I think Westbrook may have come to his senses. Was like, at the end of the day, it's not whether I start or if I come off the bench. We're losing games, so let's figure something out to where we can win games. Y'all started off the season pretty lackluster. Wasn't playing very well, losing games. And then I see a guy by the name of Matt Ryan emerge, and I was like, damn, are we talking about like Atlanta Falcons Matt Ryan? So I looked again. And I was like, oh, who is that? You talk about DoorDash Matt Ryan. So I was like, okay.
Hey. So we acknowledge that shot, though. Mm-hmm. I didn't even watch the game, but I woke up in the morning. I said, huh?
Bro, I was hype as fuck, and I'm not even a Laker fan. I was at work. I was like, hey.
He flicked that mug, bro.
I was in the living room like these. Hey, I'm Matt Ryan with the shot.
I ain't never, ever heard someone say I'm Matt Ryan with the shot, but
that's crazy, bro. Yeah.
I had to double check.
Hey, do not call him Matt Ryan from the NFL. Matt Ryan from the NFL is a bum now. I'm sorry.
Hey, bro, give him the new name, Matty Ice, bro.
That's Matty Ice. Oh, that's fuck.
Yeah, bro. Give him. He lost his name. We're gonna give it to the NBA Matt Ryan. However, man, I think Russ. I think if Russ is doing good in this position, I think this is good overall for the Lakers. I think you got to come to a point in your career where it's like, all right, this is bigger than me, man. It's not whether I'm on the bench. LeBron, LeBron ain't coming off the bench, but for just for the sake of this point, bro, LeBron's coming off the bench. As long as we're winning games, that's the biggest deal in this whole equation. That's the biggest variable. So I think it's good for him, man.
Yeah, real shit. I mean, yeah, no, it's definitely good for him. I think this is a step in the right direction for both the Lakers and Russell Westbrook himself, because not only will Russell Westbrook flourish coming off the bench, but he'll also be able to build up his trade value. So if the Lakers decide to finally get him off the book. Yeah, hey, I'm just saying it works out for both people, because obviously we see that Russell Westbrook isn't really engaged with this Lakers team. Like we saw at the beginning of the season, he was kind of away from the huddle and stuff like that. So I feel like this is just a perfect opportunity for the Lakers to win games, on top of Russell Westbrook also being able to, build up his trade value a little bit to potentially be out of there. Because like I said, he doesn't want to be there. You guys can see it in his face. But one thing we know about Russell Westbrook is for the most part, he makes the best out of the situation he's in. And I feel like that's what he's doing right now. You feel me? I feel like the past 3 games even though you guys lost to the Jazz, he had 28 points. He was shooting like 40+% from the field. So I just feel like if Russell Westbrook keeps this mindset of coming off the bench at the start of the game, because just because you're coming off the bench at the start of the game doesn't mean you're going to be on the bench at the end of the game. So I feel like if he keeps that in the back of his head, yeah, no, real shit, because there's no way in fucking goddamn hell that they're about to let Patrick Beverley close out a game. You know what I'm saying? So I'd take Russell Westbrook over Patrick Beverley any day of the week, and I'm pretty sure the Lakers would too, you feel me? So, yeah, man, I just think this is a good move for, the Lakers, and I think this is a step in the right direction for Russell Westbrook, because for being honest, by trade deadline, I really don't see him being on this team, regardless if he does play well or not. I just feel like for his sake and the Lakers' sake, it's best to probably just get him out of there eventually. But like I said, if he can come in, average 18 points, 7 assists, maybe 4 rebounds, some shit like that on, decent efficiency. Russell Westbrook's never been the most efficient player. We all know that. But I feel like if he can, keep it over that 35 to 40% range, I feel like a team wouldn't mind taking him, So, yeah, man, I like this for Russell Westbrook. I'm not a Lakers fan, but I definitely like this for Russell Westbrook. How's a Lakers fan feeling, man? Because I feel like you have a lot to say about this, man. This is your squad. You know what I'm saying? So let's hear it, my guy.
Cool, bro. I appreciate those kind words, bro, that you said about my team, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
Remind me, bro, before we get off this topic, bro, I got a question for you. I want to try to answer when I'm done, though. Why is it hard for players to come off the bench? All right, just keep that in the back of your heads. All right, now, I'm excited for Russell Westbrook, man, finding a new role in L.A., and he seems a lot happier, a lot more joyous. Seems like the pressure's taken off his back, because when Russ came to L.A., we all expected, you guys got to win a championship. But now we know that expectation is kind of like done. Nobody expects the Lakers to win a chip this year. Russ is playing a lot more free, and he seems like just a lot more happy. And it sucks to just see, especially playing with LeBron. For one, you're playing in LA, that's already a microscope. But then playing with LeBron, doubles that on top of it, a bigger microscope. So when Russ is turning the ball over, when Russ is just like missing hella shots, bricking, that's gonna cause people to be like, Russ, what's going on? How come you're not elevating this team? How come you're not making this team better? Stuff like that.
Yeah. So
it makes it tougher on Russ. But like, I will say, bro, Russ is a very stubborn player, bro. He has a huge ego, but I feel like a lot of the blame should not just be placed on Russ. Obviously, we know he's kind of I'll say the scapegoat. But like, this is much bigger than just Russ. I feel like a lot of people have been just kind of letting Bron sidestep, bro. And Bron's really been pissing me off these past few weeks. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't know if y'all see my Snapchat story, bro, but I just had to. I know LeBron didn't see it, obviously, but I just felt like I was talking to Bron, like, Bron, what do you got going on? We know Bron's the king of the cryptic, like, tweet. Oh, what is he saying? Read between the lines ass tweets. I don't like those tweets. I feel like Bron's a grown man. I'm a grown man. Bro, say what you mean and mean what you say. Stop read between the lines, bro. You're not no little ass kid. You're not a little girl, bro. speak up, say what you got to say, bro. And like him really, people are saying this, it's a shot at the front office. It's a shot at Russ. It's a shot at AD, whoever it may be. Bron, you can't sidestep all the blame in the situation. For one, bro, we were having a perfectly good offseason. I think it was in 2020. We just came off we lost. Obviously, we didn't win the championship like we wanted to. But like all of a sudden we just hear, oh, Russell Westbrook's coming to LA. That shit came out of nowhere, bro. And it was led by you. You're the one that recruited, oh, Russ, come to LA. You and AD. I was sitting in the backyard drinking cocktails. I love Russ. Come to LA. Cool. But you wanted him to come to LA. Now, bro, you made the bed, now laying it. Now, I know the Lakers are not the best organization as far as how they've been run this past 10 years. And I don't think if LeBron went there, they would be even anywhere close to being championship contention. But I feel like this is LeBron, I feel like his selfishness is kind of being exposed a little bit. Like, LeBron, you can't recruit, oh, I want these players. And the shit worked in Cleveland, bro, because it was Cleveland. This is the Lakers, even though they haven't been good, it's still the Lakers, bro. 16, 17 championships. Now, people are looking at Jeannie Buss, looking at Rob Pelinka, which I think they're kind of getting, they deserve criticism, but I don't feel like it all should land on their laps. LeBron, bro, you've been doing this shit for your whole career, bro. You've been recruiting, I want this guy, I want that guy. All right, now it didn't work out. Let's flip these people. Let's flip these players. Now, I respect management for being like, nah, Bron, just go ahead and finish the season out. And I feel like they should keep Russ, bro, just for the whole year. There's no point in even trading him. His contract's coming off the books after this season. So if you trade him and get a Buddy Hield, you get a Miles Turner, and the Miles Turner wants a contract extension. So what's the point? If you don't plan on keeping Miles Turner for the long term, what's the point of trading him for Russ? Just keep Russ for one more year. Russ, bro, I know you're from LA. Let's just make it a good last season. Let's put our big boy pants on, everybody. LeBron, AD, management, Russ. Let's all put our big boy pants on, man, and just really play this last season out. Just compete, have fun, bro. We know you're not more than likely not going to win a championship, bro. So let's just go ahead and finish this last season out strong. We obviously know, like JJ Redick said, bro, he's tired of talking about this shit. It's just not a good fit. Russ and LeBron are not a good fit together. So, and bro, that's another thing, bro, because like people talk about LeBron meat writers, and I'm like, all right, cool. Obviously, no, I'm not one of them, bro. But like to see, I criticize LeBron, and then people swiping up on my story, and people just getting mad, like, oh, why you saying this? Why you saying that? It's like, damn, people really just like really gonna let Bron sidestep all this blame. So, like JJ Redick said, bro, we keep talking about it. But like, if we all know that Russ can't shoot the ball, and he's not a good fit with LeBron, who needs shooters, right? Why are we going to go out and recruit a point guard that's hella athletic? He's low-key kind of like a similar player to LeBron in his skill set. Why would we go recruit this player to play with you and a player in AD who needs the ball as well? The shit doesn't make a lot of sense.
They literally the same player, damn near. That's
what I'm saying. You both need a ball in your hand, and then you have no shooters.
Yeah.
The shit doesn't make it's a recipe for disaster, bro. So we can't.
Sure, bro.
It doesn't all get put on Russ, but like I feel like this situation exposing a lot of people and their flaws. Russ, he's stubborn as hell, has a huge ego. LeBron, he has a huge ego as well, and the AD is just AD. I don't really feel like AD necessarily has a huge ego, but hey, y'all was right, man. Y'all was right. Hey, I can't even defend AD no more, man. He's always got something wrong with him, man. It's always he comes down, he's holding his back. Oh, my knee, my shoulder. Like, goddamn, AD. Get right, bro.
Yeah, no,
that's all I gotta say about that situation, bro. But I feel like I'll leave y'all with this. I feel like we should just finish this season off. Russ on the team. Russ, you're from LA, bro. Let's just have fun. We know this team's not gonna win a championship. Like JJ Redick said, LeBron's gonna pass Kareem sometime soon this season. But let's just have fun. Let's enjoy this season, bro, and just try to compete to the best of our ability, bro, because we know this team is very flawed.
No, you're 100% right. But I definitely feel like this is definitely the right step for Russ Westbrook, regardless if he does stay or whatever. I don't know. It just depends on if the Lakers would want to wait the rest of the season. You know what I'm saying? Because LeBron obviously doesn't have many years left, so it's kind of like, should we, technically waste a year of LeBron's career to wait to get Russell Westbrook? So that's kind of why I was thinking they should trade him, just because like you really don't know how many more years LeBron has left. But at the end of the day, it'd probably be better for the team overall just to not trade Russell Westbrook and, end up keeping those picks later on as well. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely see where you're coming from that side. But for the Lakers, man, I just feel like I don't know. Obviously, like you said, JJ Redick said, they're pretty terrible. It's obvious. It's very obvious to anyone that can watch, that has two eyes. You know what I'm saying? That they're not that great of a basketball team. But at the same time, I feel like, and honestly, like you said, bro, LeBron, he's definitely kind of sidestepping a lot of this, the problems with the Lakers. And I feel like that's definitely another, red flag kind of.
Bullshit.
No, it is bullshit because, I mean, being the best player on the team, I feel like you have to take somewhat responsibility. And if we're being honest, LeBron's body language this season has not been, the best. I'll just say that. LeBron's usually someone that, keeps his chin up. But every time I see Russell Westbrook turn the ball over, Lonnie Walker steps out of bounds, I see LeBron throw his arms up and do the little. But then when it's him that does it, and to put this out there, LeBron's actually the one. Yeah, once he does it, he runs back to defense with his head down, acting like he just didn't do shit. But then when it's his teammate, that's the problem I'm having with LeBron. And I'm not even trying to critique LeBron right now because I love LeBron. He's one of my favorite players.
It's legitimate though, bro. It's legitimate.
No, it really is though, because it's like you said just not too long ago, he's the one that established all of this. He brought Russell Westbrook to the Lakers. He's the one that made that move pretty much. And I know people are going to say, well, Rob Pelinka's the GM. You'd be a fucking fool to sit here and tell me LeBron didn't have something to do with that signing. You're a fucking fool. But
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So just with all that, taken into consideration, and then the way LeBron's playing, I mean, he just hasn't been terrible, but he hasn't been the LeBron we know, and that's perfectly okay because he's 38, almost 39 years old type shit. 30, I don't even remember. He's old as hell though. You know what I'm saying? So obviously time comes, he's obviously going to decline a little bit. So I'm not even mad about that. But for me personally, it's just his body language. You know what I'm saying? We all know LeBron, even on his worst days, is still an all NBA player on his worst days. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's the body language that kind of speaks to your teammates. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to get on Westbrook for, turning it over and then complaining to the ref or whining or something. But when the best player on the team's doing it, what do you expect?
that sets the tone for everybody else. And can we speak on Can we speak on also LeBron complaining to the refs? Like, I know it's not just LeBron that does it, but like he's really the main person that I watch sit there. The play is going on behind him. The other team's running it back to the other direction. He's, what are you doing? What do you give me the call? Give me the call. All that bullshit, bro. I feel like, like especially as a star player, bro, I feel like it's your job to really set the tone. And I don't want to knock LeBron completely because we've seen him be a great leader. And really rally the troops and get people going and like, all right, cool. Just putting like confidence into different players and stuff like that. But like Bron, I feel like he has some bad tendencies when it comes to like, body language and arguing with the referees and stuff like that and just being kind of a nuisance on the court, bro. Like obviously he's a great player. And bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's kind of sad, but also it's kind of like expected that LeBron's play is gonna drop and slip just a little bit. We're not saying he's garbage now, but like
he's not.
LeBron, he's 38, 39, like Coop said, and like you really can't expect him to be the exact same player he's been. And it's like his prime's been extended for like 5-6 years, bro.
Yeah, exactly. He's not built to carry a team no more.
We can't expect him to do what he did in 2016 and really just be like, all right, cool. Let's go give Bron all these bum ass players. No disrespect to the guys that were on those 2018 teams, but like let's just go give him random spare parts. And LeBron's gonna make a finals run with this team. I don't think that's gonna happen anymore. Obviously, you can't expect that from a player that's been in the league for 20 years.
Yeah.
You really can't expect that, man. So
yeah, facts.
LeBron's also gonna have to change his approach. And I feel like Darvin Ham's gonna help with that, bro, as far as being a head coach. I feel like he's done some great things this year. And I'm still excited about not just this year, bro, but the future of the Lakers. And LeBron, I don't know. I really don't know, bro, because like it's sad that he's gonna waste this year, but like he kind of set this up for himself. So we really can't be mad at anybody but himself. So
I'm gonna add.
I really don't know,
topic, bro, because I don't want to sit here and harp on LeBron because I could beat up LeBron all day. I'm a LeBron hater, but I want to get back to Russ. I feel like Russ definitely did have to take a shift in this, and I feel like everybody else, if Russ can change his ways, I feel like everybody else on the team can change their ways because Russ is one of the most stubborn players
ever
in the league. So. And I want to get to your question that you asked in the beginning. Why is it hard for players to come off the bench? I just feel like after
hold on, bro. Not just NBA. We've seen this even middle school, high school, college. Yeah. Oh, come off the bench. It's almost like a somebody insulting you. It's like, bro, what's wrong with coming off the bench? And maybe, bro, it's because I was never the best player on the team. So I can't speak to it, bro. I was like more of okay, well, I'll play my role type of guy. But like why is it so offensive for somebody to ask you to come off the bench? Because we remember Carmelo Anthony in OKC. Hey, yo, P, they said I got to come off the bench. Like, it was
I feel like it's pride. It's pride.
Yeah, why is
when you're a star player, bro?
Why?
Obviously,
pride. That's all
when you're facts. Real shit.
Go ahead, dog, bro. Speak on it.
Real shit. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just gonna say, bro. I mean, it's really just pride. I mean, at the end of the day, when you have a star player like Russell Westbrook, who's won multiple MVPs, you have someone like Carmelo, who's led the league in scoring before. It's just kind of like you walk up to them and tell them, hey, you're gonna have to come off the bench now. It's not really your role to be the star player anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? That kind of just doesn't really sound right. And it's not like they're saying it that rudely, but I just feel like just someone telling you you're coming off the bench as a former star player, it probably just doesn't feel the best. You feel me? Now, it's probably different when, like you said, you may not be the best player on the team. And honestly, if we're being 100% honest, in 2022, I feel like coming off the bench is almost more of a perk now, because you see players like Tyler Hero who come off the bench and drop 20 points, and he's, for the most part, the Miami Heat's offensive engine. So it's kind of like the 6-man role is way, way, way more accepted than it was even 5, 6, 7 years ago. You feel me? I feel like players like Jamal Crawford, Lou Williams, Manu Ginobili, they made that shit acceptable. You feel me? Now more kids, I feel like, hopefully, could accept coming off the bench, just because it's not like we said earlier with Russell Westbrook. It's not about you starting the game. It's about you possibly being able to finish the game. You feel me? Because as we know, Tyler Hero was the 6-man for the Miami Heat, but when it came down to that last 4 minutes, who was in the game? Tyler Hero. So,
and cool, bro. Let me speak on this, bro. Like, as far as, I know a lot of people be like, oh, this guy started in front of me, he's not better than me. But, like, if you really think back on it, bro, Manu Ginobili could have started for the San Antonio Spurs all those years. He could have
started for a lot of other teams too, you feel me?
And, bro, he could have been, that's what I'm saying. He was coming off the bench, and he was one of the best shooting guards in the league, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I really do agree with y'all, bro. It's ego/pride, bro. Like, the fact that, like, people, oh, he's not better than me, even though he's starting in front of me. Oh, he's not better than me. Bro, it's a team game. It doesn't matter. Bro, we're not playing. It's not 1v1, bro. It don't matter if you're better than the guy next to you, bro. It's about how can you help this team get better. All right, cool. His skill set may fit better. Like, we see John Wall with your Clippers. He's coming off the bench, making crazy-ass highlight plays, diving people up. Like, it doesn't matter, bro. You have to be able to accept a role and accept how you can help a team. Russ,
and
bro,
I think
go ahead.
Not even to, like, basketball. If we just talk human nature in general, change is difficult for anybody. It's very uncomfortable. And if you add the fact that, if you had, like Coop said, if you add pride into it, it's like, I was that boy. What are you talking about? I got to come off the bench, huh?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Yeah, you got to come off the bench, bro. Unfortunately, the game evolves. People age. You're not the same that you were 10 years ago. Sometimes that could be for the better, and sometimes just all the time takes its course, man, and you're not the same player. But I think that's just the biggest thing is, like, pride and things are changing, bro. You're going to have to take the back seat now. There's other guys out here that fit better out here on the court. And to Coop's point, is sometimes a benefit because you're out there. It's cool to start, but when you get out there, you doing your thing coming off the bench. You out there with the bench players. There's no disrespect, but
the second unit, though. That's right.
And you can cook them. You can go at them. You kind of mess up the other team's rotation if you are that kind of caliber of a player coming off the bench, if you're playing that good. Sometimes they be like, all right, we got to get somebody else in the game to check him. And also to another one of his points, Coop's point, is you're not going to be on the bench at the end of the game. If you're really that guy, at the end of the game, we need you in the game.
Except in Russ' case, bro. Russ may be on the bench at the end of the game, bro. He turns the ball over too much.
He does.
Hey, no disrespect to him, bro. It's just a fact. We gotta speak the facts on here.
Bro, we're not gonna bash him too much because he's had enough of that. But Russ, keep doing your thing, bro. I'm glad you accepted the role.
But this definitely couldn't extend his career, bro. This definitely can. I'm excited about that.
For sure.
But it will not be. It will not be with the Lakers, though. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, for sure. I was just saying, we really said that not even that long ago. We were saying, like, if Russell Westbrook can actually accept that bench role, because, like I said, a couple episodes ago, we was talking about, will Russ be out of the league? And that's kind of crazy, you feel me? Just considering a couple years ago, he won an MVP.
Crazy when we said it, but it was realistic, though. If he can't,
it was. At the time, it was, definitely, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, real shit. That's what I'm saying. Now that he actually is coming off the bench and, just having a little bit better of an attitude, I just feel like it's overall better for everyone involved. The GMs, all that shit, man.
Yeah, bro. I think that helped. That helped the organization, bro, especially when you're on a losing streak like that.
Because, I mean, being ass is one thing, but then having a player that's I mean, being ass, and then on top of that, being stubborn. It's not it's not a good mix. You feel me?
You can't be ass with an ego.
Yeah, you can't, bro.
Even though Russ is good, bro, he just don't fit, man. He just don't fit.
Hey, y'all
with
got a cool
the Lakers starters, bro. But hey, before we get into this jump ball, bro, because I see you got the whistle queued up, man. But I don't know if you guys seen this, bro, but on Netflix, I watched the Redeem Team doc, bro. And I feel like that was a great documentary, bro, just off the fact that, like, Coach K, a college coach,
that
bro,
shit made me go, who, bro?
Bro, that's what especially seeing Kobe, bro. I'm gonna make a video reacting to that, bro. That was inspirational doc, bro. But just like the lessons that was preached throughout that, bro, and even Kobe, bro, being like the leader of that team. So we go back to 2004 when they lost. I forgot who they lost to, but it just shows like the way that the world views American basketball players and how people's like egos and mindsets are. Like, I remember Melo, I didn't play, so I don't care about losing and stuff like that. How it was just like a nonchalant attitude. And they were talking about how people around the world view American players as like selfish. We only care about ourselves and scoring and stuff like that and putting on the show. And I feel like to a certain extent that's true, bro, because
definitely is.
Before Coach K got to Team USA, it was really all about, what am I going to do, or how can I get my points? How can I score? But in 2008, they had Coach K come in there. And he talked about having an ego, but let's all put it underneath an ego umbrella. And I thought that was super dope, bro, because like we're all on one team, bro. Let's all mesh this together and not just think about, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing out here? How am I doing that? Everybody bought in, was like, how can I help the team? This is team. It don't matter who does what. Like, they had one game, Kobe got in foul trouble, LeBron got in foul trouble, and D-Wade came in there and had like 27 or something like that. Mm-hmm. It just shows like when you don't care about who gets the credit, who does what, all you care about is winning and what's the betterment of the team, bro, you can go a long way. And like bro said, it's not just basketball, bro. This is life. Everybody can't be the superstar player. Everybody can't be taking 100 shots a game. Bro, if you play a role and you play that role to the best of your ability, bro, the team could go far. You know, a lot of people got to understand that, bro.
Hey,
it could be that one player that sinks the team.
Yeah, real shit. I was just going to say, bro, that's a perfect example because honestly, bro, that's kind of why I had the Brooklyn Nets I kind of gave him the benefit of doubt this season, bro. I was like, all these guys have chips on their shoulder. Kyrie's, dealing with that vaccine shit he was dealing with. He's trying to prove something. Kevin Durant, he just got swept in the first round. He's trying to prove something. Even the coach, Steve Nash, everyone's talking about this, even though he's not on the team anymore. I just thought this team was going to come out with more to prove. But obviously, I was completely fucking wrong. You feel me? But yeah, bro, that's perfect.
They got Stevie out of there.
They got him out of there quick. Which, I mean,
like, damn, all right.
It was deserved. It was deserved, though.
But hey, we gonna speak on that. We gonna speak on that after the jump ball, though, bro.
Yeah, man. Let's
don't get into.
Wistrix, you are crazy.
We got another jump ball segment coming at y'all, man. This is another installment. First, man, let's get into this question, man, because we were kind of getting to it on the last topic, man. What are your biggest takeaways and concerns after these first?
Let me jump out there first, bro.
Go ahead.
Cool, bro. I gotta speak on your Clippers, bro, because this has been kind of concerning me ever since I've been looking out and reading about it, bro.
Yeah, me too, bro.
Answer this for me, bro. What is going on with Kawhi Leonard? I know he was out with his injury, bro, for a year. Has it been like a year and a half?
Yeah, it's been, but yeah.
And we know we don't expect him to come back and be like 100%, obviously, because those are injuries that take time to heal, bro. But what is going on? I seen him. He played 15 minutes, or I think he came off the bench and played like 15 to 20 minutes, and then I think he was out for these past few games. Yeah, it's his knee healing, bro. What is going on? Because we know Kawhi's a person that doesn't play unless he's close to 100%. So what is going on, bro? That's my main concern right now.
Well, honestly, bro, I couldn't tell you. Probably have to ask the man himself because that man don't say shit to nobody. You feel me? So it's just kind of like, it is definitely concerning. I mean, the first two games he played 15 minutes, like you said, which was expected. Even John Wall John Wall's still on a minute restriction a little bit too. So it's that was expected, right? But the concerning part for me is obviously him not playing the past, I want to say 5 games. I want to say it was the trip before we went to Oklahoma. We played Oklahoma twice, which we lost both of those games. And then, yeah, so on that road trip, he didn't come on that road trip. You feel me? So that's kind of where I got concerned. I was like, if he's not even really traveling with us to Oklahoma, and then we're going to Houston, and then we go to San Antonio, it was concerning, right? I mean, regardless of who the player was, if it's someone that's injury prone or not, and it being Kawhi Leonard, it makes it a little bit more concerning just knowing, his injury history and stuff like that. So it's definitely concerning, bro. I don't know what's going on with him. I seen Chris Broussard said something that he talked with someone within the Clippers organization over the past week or two or some shit like that. He said some people were worried that he possibly might have tendonitis, which might not be, that's not good, which is basically it's not with your bone, but it's more of your tendons. After you've had so many injuries, your tendons start to flare up after a lot of play or a lot of jumping, running, whatever the case may be. So, man, it's tough, bro. It's tough. I'm not sure. There's a lot of factors that could have went into this. We've seen how Kawhi Leonard got pretty big over the offseason. Maybe, that weight adjustment he had to deal with. I'm not too sure, bro. But at the end of the day, it's something to be concerned about because it's Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Anthony Davis. I mean, that's the same thing that could be said with Kawhi Leonard. You feel me?
Real talk.
Real shit, though. It's just
because,
it sucks.
Bro,
it's unfortunate.
Honestly, with a team like the Clippers, everybody thinks that they have the pieces, bro. Everybody thinks that they should win a championship this year, bro. But, like, your only issue really has been just, like, cohesiveness with the units and having players on the court. And from what I know, everybody else is healthy, so I feel like we know how Ty Lue can really blend the team together and get everybody on the same page, but we really just need the main guy, Kawhi. Kawhi's he's kind of a plug and play type of player though. So I think if it's just Kawhi, I think y'all will be all right. But like, it's just concerning, bro. It's just concerning after he's been out for so long.
And it's not even just that for me. It's also the fact that like the first couple games throughout the season, I mean, Paul George he missed a game because of rest. John Wall was sitting out because of minute restrictions. Marcus Morris, his father, unfortunately passed away, so he missed games due to that. Robert Covington was out with health and safety. So it's like with the Clippers team, yes, we're talented, but it's really fucking hard to win a championship when the players aren't on the court. You know what I'm saying? As much as people like to say postseason matters, which it does, obviously, because that's where a lot of it counts. But if you can't even stay on the court for more than half the games in the regular season, what's the point? You feel me? So, I mean, if we're being honest and I had to make a prediction for the amount of games Kawhi was going to play this year, I'd probably say no more than 35, if we're being honest, to 40 maybe at that.
I say 50. 50 would be a goal. If he
that would be
50,
dope. I would be hyped. I would be happy as fuck if we could get more than 40 games out of him. I would be happy as hell. You know what I'm saying? But
let me know, man. What's the next takeaway or concern, man?
You got anything off the top, Trey?
Takeaway. I don't know. I don't think I have necessarily a concern. I guess the concern was
it could be a takeaway as well.
I guess
it don't gotta be just a concern.
Since I was a big fan, I was big on awaiting Damian Lillard's return because I feel like just the league kind of missed him last season.
They're kind of disrespecting him, bro. Like they were kind of putting him under because he was injured that year. I'm like motherfuckers had Trae Young above him. I'm like,
I think we kind of forgot about Dame a little bit.
Yeah, real shit, bro.
He came back. Would he have what? 41?
I think he did, bro.
He was balling before he went out.
31. I'm like,
he was cooking.
That was a big takeaway. I'm like, okay, Dame is still that dude. Sometimes after you go through injuries, like you can see with Kawhi. I don't think Kawhi will change, but you just have like troubles coming back. You look at Klay Thompson; he was kind of slow to come back. Just coming off injuries like that have you out of the game for so long. I think that was a concern, but he came back 41 piece, putting up numbers. Would they go 4-0 to pop it off?
Yeah, they're one of the last undefeated teams.
They're playing pretty good. So that
was pretty Simons
for me, bro. So just to see Dame back out there for one, as an NBA fan, I'm sure we can all appreciate Damian Lillard's greatness. He's one of those guys that is fun to watch. Of course, when he's not pulling up from the logo on your team, but he's fun to watch when it's somebody else's team. Talking back and forth. I think it's good for the game of basketball, man. What else? Y'all got any more takeaways?
Cool, bro. What you got for us?
My biggest takeaway, bro, I want to talk about that Blazers team too real quick, just because they definitely have been impressive. And that's honestly cool seeing a Warriors fan give some props to Dame, you feel me? Because a lot of Curry fans, Warrior fans be hating on that man.
I'm a big Dame fan, bro, even though he talked crazy to us.
No, he does. He does, bro. I mean, he is from Oakland, though, so he has to fuck y'all boys up sometimes, you feel me? So, but no, real shit, that Blazers team is really, really better than I thought they were going to be with Grant, Anthony Simons, even Nurkic.
Tell y'all.
Yeah. I mean, Anthony Simons has been my guy for a while, but I just didn't expect the whole team. Well, I just didn't expect. Well, I knew he was a bucket. I just didn't expect like the team. I didn't think he was gonna get his points on top of Damian Lillard getting his points on top of Grant being able to get 30.
And bro, who
And
the
it's
fuck is this Shade
Bias,
Sharp
bro.
dude, bro? Who's this Shade
Shade
Sharp
Sharp
dude that's flying through the
Yeah,
air
what's
punching
his
shit,
name?
bro?
that was a steal for him. I think they got him at like the 8th or 9th pick, if
Yeah,
I'm not
bro,
mistaken.
he's tough.
He's tough.
He's
So
tough.
the fact that they had Dame sit out last year and they still got a pretty decent pick is just insane. But like I said, bro, Grant was a massive pickup for them and stuff like that. Nurkic, he's been great rebounder for them. He's not really a scorer, but I will say my biggest takeaway throughout the first week is someone who was really not that, I don't want to say not that high on the Cavs, but I was doubting them a little bit, right? I feel like we all kind of were just because they're a young team, right? We didn't really expect them to come out the gates with like 6-1, 7-1. They got a great ass record right now. And yeah, bro, I think right now
I got you, bro.
they're
I got you. I'll look it up.
yeah, they're doing their thing right now. But right now they're third in net rating, they're 7th offensively, and they're also the 3rd defensive team in the league right now with the record of 7-1. So I just feel like
damn, they play the Lakers today at 2:30. That's
hey, I'm tuned in. I'm tuned into that.
That's
But hey, bro, like I said, that's just been my biggest takeaway, just because like we were talking about in the pre-show. Evan Mobley and Jared Allen on the court together is a fucking cheat code. That is a cheat code. I'm telling you, defensively and offensively, because there's no one that could really,
no cap,
can stay in front of, I don't think there's anyone dunking on that front court right there. You feel me? So I will say the Cavs have been definitely one of my biggest takeaways. But another concern for me is the Minnesota Timberwolves, because we talked about it, bro.
I ain't trying to tell y'all, bro.
Yeah.
This team's gonna be ass this year, bro.
He said it's gonna be ass.
Rudy.
Hey, I don't think they're gonna be ass. I think they're gonna pick it up. But I'm saying like that addition definitely doesn't look good, especially after what Anthony Edwards said. I don't know if you guys seen. He was like, it's just kind of hard for me because I don't know if you guys noticed or not. He hasn't had one single dunk this year. Anthony Edwards has not dunked the ball once this year. And you want to know why that is? There's no spacing on the fucking floor. You have Karl Anthony Towns big ass, and you got Rudy Gobert big ass taking up the fucking paint. So it's kind of like, what's he supposed to do? You feel me? So Anthony Edwards, he's still been great. Don't get me wrong, but he's not getting to his bread and butter like we all know. You know what I'm saying? He's out here catching bodies and shit. That's usually what he's supposed to be doing, right? He hasn't been doing that. He hasn't been doing that. Facts. And what was concerning for me was he came in a post game, interview or whatever the fuck it was, and he was just talking about it's just kind of hard for me to get to the rack because you got Rudy down there, you got Cat down there. It's just so that to me that was something kind of concerning after the Timberwolves just traded up their whole fucking foreseeable future for this one player, just for your star player to say that, yeah, it's just kind of hard to score on the court with him there. You feel me? So, yeah, that's probably my biggest concern.
200 M's. Hey, that's going to be the next Russell Westbrook situation in the league.
Yeah,
hey,
keep an eye out. Hey, I don't know.
A few years, they're going to be like, damn, why did we do that dumbass trade? But no,
I don't
bro.
think he's going to age well either, bro. I don't think he's going to age well.
I don't know if you guys also seen Cat. He kind of called out Anthony Edwards in his diet.
For
eating too much Popeyes. Hey, I can't knock Cat. I don't think he's the greatest big in the league, but like Cat, bro, I seen a picture of him, bro, in the gym. He look, yeah, bro. He look like he been putting in work this offseason, bro. So
for sure.
Because Ant looks a little bit bigger this year, bro. Not as far as like gaining weight, but like lifting weights and muscle and stuff like that. But if he really starts to take it serious, bro, the league's in trouble, bro. I see Ant at least winning 1 or 2 MVPs in this league.
What's good with it, man? We want to give a shout out to our MVP for this episode, man. Big shout out to No Handouts. I'll let these boys give a little detail and then explain kind of what No Handouts is, who they are. So big thanks from me. We want to give you a shout out, bro. Highlight you. You are the MVP for this episode.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So basically, No Handouts, man. It's a brand that someone I grew up with, Keith. He made this brand called No Handouts, man. He was really big into this stuff. He has shirts, hoodies, all of that. Unfortunately, the man has passed away, but his brother is basically taking over his business. His family, Justice, Jonte, and his sister, Honesty, they're all taking over this business right now, and they're producing shirts, hoodies, hats, all of that. And we're here to bring you guys a little bit of details about it. And we want you guys to make sure to tap in with my boy Justice when all of this shit drops. We will also be sure to put his socials on the screen for if you guys would like to, reach out to him and see about possibly purchasing this merchandise, man. Make sure to hit up Justice because it will be out here very soon. So yeah, man, make sure you guys keep an eye out for that. But shout out to my boy Justice. Shout out to your whole family, man. Condolences to the family, man. Rest in peace, Keith, man. This shit's sad as hell, but yeah, man.
Yes, sir, bro. First and foremost, condolences to the family. Justice, bro. I grew up with you and your brother, bro, at Tahj, bro. Y'all showed me nothing but love. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you both for also supporting Bucket Discussions, man. Yeah. And, bro, I think I need a beanie. I don't know if I need a hoodie, bro, but I'm going to go ahead and tap in with you, man. But I think the concept behind No Handouts is pretty dope, bro. The logo is pretty dope. Just go out there and get it yourself, bro. Yes, sir.
Facts. Yes,
no
sir.
handouts.
Man. No handouts, man. Big shout out to you guys.
Yes, sir.
Definitely sending condolences and praying or healing energy to his family, man.
For sure, man.
But that's dope that he's carrying that on for him, man.
Yeah. You guys are our MVP for this episode, man. Y'all got our support, man. I'll definitely have to tap in, see what I want, what'll look good on me, man. Yes, so I'll definitely tap in with y'all. Big shout out to them, man. That is our episode's MVP. And if you want to be the next episode's MVP, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Like, comment, subscribe. We seeing you, man. We watching you, man. Thanks to everybody who's watching. Thanks to the Bucket Discussers and the Bucket Discussettes. I don't even know if that's a thing, but it is now, man.
It is now, yeah.
Shout out to y'all, man. We appreciate your support. And that concludes our jump ball segment. Now, man, we want to get into this next topic, man.
Time to get into the drama, man.
The drama, man. The drama around the league. I feel like these guys have been the drama for going on past year, 2 years.
They just been carrying the torch with the drama. You say the word drama and those guys' pictures pop up. I don't even know where we start. First, let's start off with the Brooklyn Nets. They have fired Steve Nash 7 games into the season, man. Let's start there. What do you guys think about Steve Nash being fired? Do you think he should have been gone? Me personally, I think I would have waved him goodbye too, but not to blame him. It's hard to work with this group of guys.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It's challenging. Yeah. But I know this is a performance world. We like the outcome. We like the results.
Yeah.
We don't really care about your excuses, and these guys aren't just getting it done. He wasn't getting it done with them, so
they can't get rid of KD and Kyrie. They've seen that before. They tried it. They stuck it out with Kyrie. They played the let-on game all season. It kind of seems like they're back in the same old boat, going the wrong direction. So, what are you guys' thoughts on Steve Nash being fired? Let's start off there.
Let me say this real quick, bro. You know when they say a coach and a team agreed to mutually part ways, I feel like this was one of those times where they actually both agreed for real. Like, all right,
they probably did.
Steve Nash was like, "Oh, damn, you gonna fire me, bro? Hey, I'm not even gonna put up no fight. I ain't gonna argue with you, bro. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the opportunity. Like, this job had to be stressful as hell, bro. It's always something, and it's very rarely about basketball. It's always some drama about something off the court, bro. So I know especially Steve Nash, bro. I feel like he's in a unique position, bro. For one, nobody's questioning his basketball mind, but we know he's one of the smartest point guards, one of the best point guards to ever play the game, bro. But like, if he gets fired, he never coaches another day, bro. He's chilling. Like, I don't think he's really tripping. Definitely. I know he likes to train players and stuff like that. He plays soccer, all that different stuff, bro. That's why he got. Did he win back-to-back MVPs or one?
I think he did.
I don't remember, but he has an MVP.
He did, actually. He has one. Yeah,
he has an MVP in his trophy case, bro. So I feel like he's really not tripping, bro. He's kicked back. He's laid back.
Yeah, he's chilling, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He's one of the greats, bro. So Steve Nash is not tripping. And this job was hell, bro, from the very start. As soon as KD, I know a lot of people have been talking about this week. Kyrie saying they don't need a coach right after Steve Nash got hired. I feel like that set the tone for his whole coaching career with the Nets, bro. It's been a mess. So I think he's chilling, bro. And I feel like he could be potentially one of those coaches like J. Kidd that's like, all right, cool. I failed at this spot, and I'm going to try again. So as long as he gets a different team that's not the Nets, bro, he'll be straight if he does want to keep coaching.
For sure, bro. But for me personally, as the firing goes, I definitely think it was warranted. I mean, personally, just obvious. I mean, it was obvious, dude. The team was underperforming by miles. With the talent that they do have, it was unacceptable. You feel me?
Underperforming, even the word. I don't even know.
Yeah,
understatement.
Yeah, that's definitely an understatement. But the main thing that stuck out with me with this firing was what Steve Nash said after he was fired. He said they just weren't listening to him. And I mean, that's facts. Yeah, when you have
what more can you do?
Yeah, when you have, like I said, bro, when you got a player with the ego that Kyrie has, and the way KD acts is just beyond me.
Can we shout out KD too? Can we shout out KD for capping in that interview? He said, "Shit, I just woke up from my nap. I ain't even know he got fired. Hey, stop the cap, KD."
Yeah, like he wasn't. I mean, obviously that was cap. He was trying to get them fired in the offseason. You feel me? He was trying to get the GM and Steve Nash off the team.
Tell bro, stop it.
it's just, bro, this whole Nets situation, if I was a Nets fan, I don't think I'd be a fan anymore after all of this shit that's transpired. I don't think I could be. Like, if this happened on the Clippers, as much as a diehard fan I am with the Clippers, I couldn't see myself going through some shit like this.
Hey, it's funny
like,
you say that, bro. It's funny. My fault to cut you off, but my uncle's a Nets fan, bro. He's always constantly like, hey, get KD, get Kyrie out of here, bro. I'm tired of this shit, man. So
I don't blame him, bro. It's stressful. Yeah. It's not even worth having the talent because
it's not about basketball, bro. It's never about basketball.
It never is. The only one that's actually trying to play basketball is Kevin Durant. That's the only thing I'll give Kevin Durant. Other than that, he's just a 7-foot emotional bitch. You feel me? But other than that, I feel like, hey, bro, I'm just being real though. That's how he be acting, bro.
Hey,
he be acting. He be acting like that one girl on I forgot her name. It was that light skinned girl that she got suspended. She got kicked off the team.
Are you talking about Liz? You talking about
Liz? Yeah,
like,
that's how he be acting. He be acting like her.
Yeah.
He be acting like her, bro. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, just hoop. You feel me? You don't got to go on Twitter and type something off your burner account. Just come out here and hoop. You feel me? But as this whole Nets situation, bro, I feel like it was inevitable. You feel me? With this Steve Nash firing. I mean, we saw Kevin Durant saying all offseason, if you guys can get Steve Nash and the GM off the team, then maybe I'll reconsider coming back. And the fact that people think that Kevin Durant, hopped back into, or he took away his trade request, right? People thought that was an automatic stay for him for the next 4 years with the Nets. Like, he isn't going to want to be out of there sooner than that. You feel me? So the fact that people are just assuming that he's going to stay another 4 years after he took away his trade request is beyond me. Like, let me ask y'all, do you all see Kevin Durant staying there the next 4 years?
I mean, if he does, I don't see it. I can't. Just the way those guys are, they just like to leave.
If I had to put money on it, I think he just
got to a point where he was just like, I can't go anywhere.
Well, that wasn't the problem. It was the trade. It was what the Nets were going to get in return. And at this point where we're at right now, I don't think the Nets would be, too unwilling to take almost whatever they can get for Kevin Durant. Now, I'm not saying take a half-eaten bag of potato chips and a fucking used paperclip. All I'm saying is all you got to do is just go get some young talent or maybe some draft capital.
Because move on, bro.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Because I was listening to the Bill Simmons podcast, and that's exactly kind of the concept he was saying. Like, at this point, I would do anything to just get this asterisk off my team. Just get this shit out of here. Get Kevin Durant out of here. Get Kyrie, and we'll just forget this all happened. You know what I'm saying? So to me personally, if I was in charge of the Brooklyn Nets, I'd be possibly leaning in that direction. As great as Kevin Durant is, you guys aren't winning with this roster.
Yeah, I think you make a great point to that. Like, just ready to move on. I feel like they've exhausted all their options. They waited it out. They got to the season, and then this happens.
And not even on that, but like, they brought in James Harden. They brought in a whole third star because they knew that their second star, Kyrie Irving, wasn't reliable. Yeah. And then that didn't work. They played 16 games total, and in those 16 games, they were damn near unbeatable. But obviously, none of that shit worked out. And then you trade James Harden for another player.
I say what makes it funnier, bro. What makes it funnier is they traded for somebody that's more unreliable than KD.
Dude,
Kyrie.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous. See, that's what I'm saying, bro.
I don't know what that's crazy, bro.
It's a big ass loop. It's a cycle, bro. It's a cycle with this fucking team, and it's just at this point, if I was the Nets fan, coach, just involved in the organization in any type of way, I just want this to be over. I just want it to be over.
Let's take this a shift. Unfortunately, their nightmare is not over. So let's make it.
It's not.
Let's talk Kyrie Irving, man. Kyrie Irving has gotten himself into I don't even know what you would call this. He's gotten himself into a cancel culture situation. I know we talked about a pre-show, and I really can't get to the bottom of it. I've kind of just been like, I'm going to leave that over there. I have other stuff to think about than Kyrie Irving and whatever he has going on. So tell me what y'all think, man.
I would like to say it's like a quicksand controversy, because no matter how much you try to fight it, bro, you're not going to escape this cancel culture, bro. But cool, bro. What you think about it, bro? You look like he's about to give us a whole little spiel.
I mean, honestly, bro, I'm trying not to get too invested into it, just because to me personally, bro, like, it's hard, because it's like, I know certain players, there's certain shit you just shouldn't say, right? You know what I'm saying? No matter what you believe, there's probably certain shit that you just shouldn't say publicly.
But technically, he didn't even say nothing, though.
He didn't. That's my point. He literally posted something on his own platform, his own Instagram, his personal Instagram. And then the fact that the NBA or the Brooklyn Nets, whoever, decided to suspend him 5 games for something that he personally believed in that didn't effect didn't hurt anybody else. And that's what's crazy. Like, obviously we live in a world where you can't say shit without hurting someone's feelings. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be someone that
someone get hurt.
Yeah. True. And then after that, someone has to be canceled because of the way they feel. They're like, oh, I don't feel comfortable with him saying that. Someone has to be canceled. I don't care who it is, but someone has to be canceled. You feel me? So the fact that people yeah, exactly. They're so quick. They're so quick to try to cancel somebody else for just some lame ass shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just the society we live in now. So I can't even be too mad about it. But with this Kyrie situation, it's beyond me, bro. It's just beyond me, just for the fact that, like I said, he posted something on his own platform, his own personal Instagram, and he got suspended, which that's not even the worst part. He got suspended 5 games, but now before he comes back, he has to do a couple, things at the Nets.
Get $500K.
Yeah. Hold on, let me read it out for y'all, man.
Donate.
Go ahead, bro, because we need the details. Yeah, the fact that they're making him donate $500,000 of his own
apologize.
They said he needs to apologize / condemn the movie that he posted, the documentary on Amazon Prime. $500K donation, which this is not an issue for Kyrie. He's been donating money to different causes for his whole career, so I don't think
for sure. But the fact that they're making them is crazy.
But sensitivity training, I don't know what that means. Anti-Semitic training, I don't know what that means either. He has to meet with the ADL and Jewish leaders, and then meet with Joe Tsai.
That's basically what it is.
I don't think that's necessarily a crazy list to ask, but the fact that he has to do it is crazy in my opinion.
No, it is crazy. You know why? Because it's not his beliefs. It goes against his beliefs. That's ridiculous, right? That's ridiculous. I mean, it's mind blowing. I mean, the money, it's not a big deal that he's donating money, but the fact that they're making him donate $500,000 of the money that he earned, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And here's my thing. Kyrie, I'll respect him because Kyrie has kind of entered this point into his career where he stands on what he stands on his beliefs. But to find himself in a similar situation as last year where you're unable to play, it's not the exact same thing, but you're unable to play. Well, kind of the same thing. Unable to play for your beliefs and your personal values.
And not to cut you off, but hold on, bro. Before we even get into that, last year, you look back at last year, he was right. He was right. That vaccine shit didn't matter. You seen fans in the stands not even a couple months later. So what the fuck was the point of that shit? I mean, I'm not even a Kyrie defender like that. I'm not a big fan of how that he goes about doing things. But to me personally, you should be able to believe what the fuck you believe in. You feel me? I mean, that's just as simple as it is. And the fact that he's being suspended from his job for believing in what he believes in, that's the part that just irks me a little bit. But I'm glad that you brought up that point from last year because that was a good, little thing that we could bring back into now. Like, if we look back at it, he was low-key right. That vaccine shit didn't matter. You seen fans in the crowd with no mask, fucking touching up on the other motherfucker right next to him. It's like, it's just crazy, bro. It's crazy. But go with your head, what you're saying, bro.
It's crazy to see just how that whole situation has kind of come back into fruition. Like you talked about earlier, just the cycle that they're in. He's unable to play again for his beliefs. And to be honest, I'm gonna just call my ignorance. I'm completely ignorant to the whole anti-Semitism and the comments he made and what the documentary said. I'm completely ignorant to all of that. I got bigger fish to fry, no disrespect, but I got other things in life that I'm focused on rather than what Kyrie has said and what he has stated. And honestly, I will say at this point I'm not educated enough to take a stance on what exactly that movie was promoting and what he should or shouldn't do, and what the NBA has done to him. But however, I think that, in my opinion, it's a little bit extreme, because we've seen players get away with worse. And for a social media post and the way I've seen him and people in the media kind of go back and forth, I thought it was kind of crazy. I'm like, this is interesting for a lot of different leagues. And I know who was it before that got into issues with? Was it Jay-Z? I think Jay-Z once got into an issue with it about a bar he made about something about Jewish, and he got into he had to go do apology. I just think I'm not sure exactly the whole issue, what the issue is, because I'm not Jewish, and once again I'm not informed and I'm kind of ignorant to that situation. But it just seems kind of extreme to me because I've never once seen anybody go through this sort of situation over a social media post. But things happen. He didn't say much. He posted a Amazon documentary or whatever it was, and now he's here. I think it's unfortunate for Kyrie and unfortunate for the Brooklyn Nets that they're having to go deal with this again with their players not being available. You already have these guys that are struggling to fit together now. Another one's back off the court.
And Ben Simmons is also back off the court as well with a knee injury.
No, two of them are back off the court. I don't think there'll be a championship contender this year. I don't even think they're close. I don't even think we even mentioned that in that
They're
conversation.
not competing for a championship with anytime soon. I'm gonna just
and I think
that's just a fact.
Because they have champion caliber players. Like we look at what KD has done, we look at what Kyrie has done, and Ben Simmons is a different story. But you have KD and Kyrie, and it's just like it's not working. I don't know. I couldn't tell you why it's not working exactly, but we can see that it's not working. I don't know why these guys can't just sit on the court and just play basketball, get on the court, play basketball, win games, and have fun with it. But hey, man, there's nothing more I can add to this topic or to even this situation, man.
No, for sure. I think the reason they won't be able to win a championship is for all the reasons you just said. They don't play basketball. They don't play basketball. I mean, it's as simple as that. If these guys actually stayed on the court, same with my Clippers, if they stayed on the court, just didn't get hurt. But this is a different situation because these guys are just always into something. Like, I mean, what the fuck can we do?
Clippers got injuries.
That's what I'm saying. But the Nets
got drama.
That's what I'm saying. That's completely two different things. But it's just insane, bro. I feel like that's kind of the reason they probably won't win a chip soon. And that's just my personal beliefs. I don't see them. I know y'all uncle's a Nets fan. I'm sorry, bro. They are with this team they got right now with Kevin Durant, Kyrie, Ben. It's just not it, bro. Like it's just not it. Even when they worked together, they weren't playing that well. And I mean, from what we last saw of them last season, getting swept by the Celtics was just a terrible look. And then from seeing everything since then till now, it makes it even worse. You know what I'm saying? So I don't personally see them competing for a championship anytime soon either, bro.
So yeah, I got a video dropping on Kyrie Irving sometime today. It better explains like just my questions and my thoughts on Kyrie Irving and how I feel about how he goes about different things. But I feel like Kyrie, he's bringing up a much bigger issue, which I respect. Because growing up, bro, I was always taught, not just necessarily by my parents, but just society. You don't talk about race, you don't talk about religion or politics in a place of like business, a place of work, whatever the case may be, school, all that different stuff. So I feel like Kyrie's raising a much bigger issue and kind of exposing some people and exposing some things in society, which I think is very interesting, bro. But like, as far as him getting back on the court, bro, I think this is going to be something that drags on for a little while now, bro, because the Nets, they try to cover for Kyrie and kind of throw the cancel culture a bone. All right, cool. Kyrie, he donated $500K. He talked to the media, but I think it was the fact that he didn't apologize, which kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And they were like, all right, cool, we don't want the money, even though I think it was really the Nets that donated that $500K, not Kyrie. I think they were just trying to shut people up. But people want Kyrie's head now, bro. And then as we seen, nobody, and I mean nobody standing with Kyrie right now, bro. We seen Shaq, we seen Stephen A, Charles Barkley, Shannon Sharp, LeBron. Nobody standing with Kyrie. They're like, hey, bro, you on your own, bro.
Yeah, no, that's the one that stuck out to me was that LeBron one. That shit was just disrespectful as fuck, for being honest.
They're like, you on your own, bro.
Like, it seems
like I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that, bro.
I don't mess with that either because it's almost like no one's trying to hear what he's saying, and I don't even think nobody stopped and watched the movie or whatever it was. But
Kyrie ass Loki didn't even watch the movie, bro.
I'm sure Kyrie has. Kyrie seems like a very informed guy on that.
Yeah, he's a pretty intellectual dude.
I was you back in the former life.
I was KD.
Hey, Kyrie's a nut, bro.
I was shooting over.
Kyrie's a nut, bro.
7 foot. I was getting my jumper off. I was talking crazy to folks. I was dunking on people. However, that's neither here nor there. Kyrie is in a position where nobody's backing him, and that's what kind of scared me. Like, I don't know much about it, but to see the reaction that he's gotten from other players, calling him stupid, calling him this, calling him that, I'm like, damn, is anybody gonna take the time to stop and chop it with Kyrie and say, yo, Kyrie, what are you saying and why? Even from like, okay, of course he's not hooping. The basketball thing was out the window last season. None of them boys want to hoop for real except for KD. However, to sit and just see how everybody else is reacting, it kind of scared me. I don't know much about it, but it's just like, damn, everybody's on
is,
Kyrie
bro.
ass.
Like this is some
What did
deep
he
shit
say?
that bro's involved in right now.
Yeah, he's in some, and I was like, it's definitely something that's affecting the money because you're never gonna see that many people say, "Whoa, Kyrie, what are you doing?" And then when it starts affecting the flow of money, you see a lot of people like, "Nah, we not with you, my boy. Y'all don't know what you on right now, but we are not on
Facts.
that. We over here. We're rocking with. I don't know what the correct term is, but whatever they rock.
We don't condone. Yeah, we don't condone spreading hate.
Yeah,
Whatever
Even
that
though
is
he
talking
really
about.
didn't. Even though he really didn't. That's the funny part. He really didn't. And the fact that one of his quote unquote brothers, LeBron, didn't come out and at least defend
Shit,
him.
even KD said, "Hey, I don't condone what bro was talking about." KD said, "Hey, I'm not involved
he
either."
said, "I need my money." I think that's all I think that's all everybody is saying. But
to be honest, bro, Kyrie is a grown man, and like you said, bro, even with you having your own stuff going on, we all have our own stuff going on, bro. So I don't think nobody has time to sit there and defend, oh, Kyrie, he meant this or he meant that. Only person that really can speak to it is Kyrie. And when the media
and I
has
don't
asked
think
him
anyone's
to kind
really
of
trying to defend him. All he did was post his beliefs. You feel me? He didn't even really he posted a fucking screenshot of a movie, and that's what's kind of crazy.
But the thing is, bro, like when the media is asking him, because I watched these press conferences, bro, and when the media is asking him to explain what he meant, like he's not really giving them anything. So people
and
are
he
just
doesn't. You know what's crazy? He doesn't owe them an explanation.
He doesn't, bro. But I'm saying people are leaping to conclusions like, all right, cool. He thinks this, then like the movie said this, so he must believe that. That's what people are doing since he's not explaining it.
That's their fault for missing. See, that's another thing. People will misinterpret shit by just the way that they want to. Like you can tell someone straight up, shit, just say something to them and they'll take something completely whole different way. And that's kind of what I mean when I say people will take something completely out of just, I don't even like, it's just crazy. People will take shit out of context and put it their own like narrative, their own definition on what you said. So that's what I'm saying. Like he doesn't owe anybody shit. And the fact that the reporter didn't ask anything basketball related is just kind of crazy to me, but he's asking about what he's posting about on Instagram. Like that's.
Can we agree though that Kyrie's brought this on himself though?
I mean, yeah, but it's not.
I mean, yeah, you can
Kyrie's like a wooden spoon, bro. He's always trying to stir some shit up, bro.
Man, I feel you, but it's just like being. Are you guys religious? Do you guys have any religious beliefs? You guys Christian, Catholic, or anything like that?
For sure.
Yes, sir.
I think. Well, see, that's like me telling you. If you guys were Christian, that's like me telling y'all got to start going to a Catholic school. Like, who the fuck am I? But I'm saying, like, that's like me telling y'all to do a completely different thing than what y'all used to. Like, the fact that he's not Jewish, and now he has to donate $5, which isn't that much to him, and then he has to go take that's the part that just don't sit right with me. I mean, I will say that Kyrie definitely brought this on himself since he technically posted it, but that still doesn't make it right. And I know you guys are talking about money's involved, blah, blah, blah. LeBron could quit the NBA right now, and he'd still have enough for like 5 generations.
We know LeBron's slightly a puppet though when it comes to certain.
No, he is, and that's kind of the point I was trying to get to. I'm glad you said it. I didn't want to say it. LeBron's a puppet. You know what I mean? I just didn't want to be. Yeah, I didn't want to say it. Him, Kevin Durant, all them guys, all them dick riding ass motherfuckers are puppets. I'm just being honest, bro. Because I bet half the time that's what I respect about Kyrie. He actually says shit that some people think, but they're just not brave enough to say.
Yeah, bro, because I feel like a LeBron is trying to always be liked and try to say the right thing. That's going to give him like an applause.
That's why he's on bags of chips.
LeBron.
That's why you'll never see Kyrie Irving on a cereal box, a bag of chips. You'll never, you know what I'm saying? Maybe back in like his Cavs days, but now, hold on, we didn't even talk about him getting his Nike deal suspended.
Yeah, bro, they yanked his deal, bro.
So that's another thing. On top of
he had a shoe dropping too, bro. They said no.
The Kyrie 8s, yeah. And that's the shit I'm talking about, bro. That's the kind of the shit that kind of grinds my gears, that you can't even have your own beliefs anymore. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to just be real with all the viewers and shit. Me personally, I wasn't even trying to really get into it on the show, but I know it's a topic of discussion. So we kind of have to talk about it, you know what I'm saying, in the basketball community. It sucks, bro. It sucks for Kyrie Irving. I hope he can, get past this shit and just come back out and hoop, which – shit, as far as we know, when he comes back, there'll probably be another excuse for him not to play. Yeah,
he'll find something else. Hey, can we shout out to KickGenius, bro? Shout out to Trey Good. Shout out Jay Jones. Shout out Drake. Shout out everybody over there, bro. Can we bring back the top 5 players that don't win the hoop list? We're gonna put Kyrie up there at number 1, bro.
Ben Simmons is up there.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you can throw Kawhi. Kawhi's up there, I guess.
We got Ben Simmons up here next, though. What's y'all thoughts on Ben Simmons and his not shooting the ball? And the man's been averaging 3 points. And I had a couple of bets. That I made on Prize Picks with Ben Simmons, and that was very stupid because he's not scoring the ball. He's not shooting the ball. What's y'all thoughts on Ben Simmons, man?
I don't even know.
He's number 2. Him and Kyrie, top 5 players on the hoop list.
And on the same team, which is crazy.
I don't even know what more to say about Ben
We're looking
Simmons.
at we're seeing bro at the rim, wide open layup.
No, he'll literally be about to lay it up, and then
he's not trying to shoot at all, bro.
Like, what
he's
are you
not trying
doing,
to
dog?
shoot at all.
Score.
So
it's weird,
yeah,
but
bro.
yeah, no. Basically, I'll keep it real. Like, I mean, obviously, Ben Simmons, we all know his defensive, his talents, what he can provide on the defensive end. But even then, with this Brooklyn Nets team, it don't really matter because no one else on the team is a defender. So it's kind of like that Rudy Gobert situation where it's kind of like they're all trying to have Ben Simmons, anchor the defense, which you just can't do that in the NBA. You can't have 5v1. That's not how it works. But as for the offensive side of Ben Simmons' game, it's exactly where I expected it to be. The dude that he played in over a year and a half, whatever, how long it was, and he was already not that great of an offensive player at that. So the fact that he took all that time off and then on top of not being a great scorer as it is insane. But I will say I would like to see him at least go back to what he was doing with the Sixers, 15 to 18 points a game. I feel like that's reasonable.
I agree with that. Like, I understand he's not going to ever be a 30-point per game type of guy.
No, for sure.
Like, he should still, just based off how his measurables, bro, if he has some type of aggressive mindset, bro, he should easily, just based off how big he is, he should at least be averaging 15 to 18 points, bro. Easy.
And with that being said, bro, like after this offseason that just transpired and even last season where he sat out, I feel like he should want to come out and shoot a little bit more. Like, I'm not saying you ain't got to pull up from 30 feet, but attack the rim. Because if one thing we know about Ben Simmons is he was one of the best at attacking the rim when he was playing. You know what I'm saying? He's a 6'10" guard who has decent handles and can facilitate. So he can get to the rim at will anytime he wants to. And the fact that he doesn't really want to, it seems like he's just really timid of the rim. Every time he doesn't really look at the rim, if we're being honest. Like, I never really see him glance at it. He's always
he's not.
All he does, he literally screens. He's literally screening. Every play I see him come down the court, he gives the ball to Kendrick. They run the little pick and roll type shit. And then if he can't get the pick and roll to go, he passes back to someone on the perimeter.
I feel bad for KD and Kyrie, bro, because it's like, damn, bro, you bringing your man over here because you keep trying to set screens, bro. Ben, get out the way, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, Ben, you're just in the way, bro. We're giving you the ball down here. Shoot. That's what Kyrie said, bro. Shoot. Like, what are you doing, bro? You right here at the rim. Oh, no, bro, shoot.
And I think it's clear to see that there's something definitely going on mentally.
Which sucks.
I don't know what it is because Ben, I've seen players who are, honestly, I can say I've seen players who, like, even in high school, like playing with certain people who kind of like fluster them, and that was like, damn, bro, I've seen you hoop anywhere else. You are not hooping like that. Like, I've seen players who can shoot the lights out go to players who won't even look at the rim. They're just like, I don't know what it is mentally, but it's just like, damn, he's not even looking to even get a shot up at his size, at his skill level. I don't know what has happened, what has transpired, but it's just like, damn, what happened to Ben? You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the biggest question. What happened to Ben? Ben not even want to hoop no more. Like, he can't even get a shot up. He's not even looking at the rim. He's not making scoring moves. He's not making aggressive moves. I don't know what happened, but something's going on mentally, because I've seen players who, like in high school, play with you in gym class, you putting up shots. We get into a tryout, it's like, damn, what happened to bro? Like, he ain't getting a shot up.
That's weird, bro.
He looking around. I don't know what it is mentally. Maybe it's just the space. I don't know what it is where it's like, damn. Like, we've all been in a game where we checked in. It's like, oh, damn, it's a lot of people. But that's a little different than, like, now we're not even in a game, but you're not even getting in game. You're not even getting a shot up. You're not even taking looks at you're not even trying to make scoring moves, trying to make scoring plays. The clip that has gone viral and circulated all around Instagram and all around social media is, when Kyrie Young, like, get the shot up. And I'm like, damn, he didn't just want to turn and just jump at the rim.
Yeah. And
he
one
just
thing we got to remember,
back to KD, and I was like, damn.
Yeah. One thing we have to remember too is he's 6'10", bro. Like, when you're 6'10", you barely have to jump to touch the rim. So it's like he's passing on easy shots. He's passing on at least like 10 to 12 points each game just by not taking a shot.
Just through the flow of the game, it should be putting that up easy.
And free throws is another thing. Like, free throws. I mean, that's just,
we already know about that.
Yeah, it's just like he's got a lot of stuff he has to work on. But, like, I mean, I don't know what else to say about him. Like, it's still early in the season, but it's concerning. It's concerning after he's had almost all, like, a year and a half to, prepare or just get prepared for this upcoming season. The fact that he's been underwhelming this far offensively is just it's not a good sign.
And to conclude this topic, man, about the Brooklyn Nets, I will say I'm a Timid Deer Hall of Famer, bro. I had games in middle school where people was passing me the ball. I'm like, I ain't shooting that shit, bro. Because just based off seeing how many people was in the crowd, you got a couple females that you like in the crowd. You like, I ain't trying to look stupid.
Hey, but I'm glad you brought that back up.
I'm gonna run into the corner. He's suited up for Timid Deer right now, bro.
Yeah, Timid Deer.
As a Hall of Famer, I like to welcome him to the team, bro. For sure.
Yeah. I feel
He's
like I
like,
played for Timid Deer a few times in my life, and you come to a point where it's just like, I don't know what has to happen, but I came to a point, I was like, fuck all that shit. Let's hoop for real. And then once you come to that point, you're like, okay, it's really not what I thought it was. Like, I can shoot a layup. I can get my shot. I can take a shot. I can miss shots and not fear a consequence. If they can shoot a shot from 40 feet and air ball, I can take a shot from 20 feet and make or miss it. I think you just got to get in that space where, like, if you repping Timid Deer, you like, oh shit, what's gonna happen?
For Timid Deer, how you tricking layups? Oh,
no,
hey, bro, it will have you Smokey the Bear. Yeah.
No, that's real shit though, because like I feel like if you have that mindset where it's kind of just like, I mean, if you a hooper like Ben Simmons or you someone that has the potential, you have to just say fuck it. Like, there's no one in this crowd that could even score like me. So why the fuck do I give a fuck what the hell they think? You know what I'm saying? Like, who gives a shit? You feel me?
And I think what's so challenging to see is it's on this level. You know what I'm saying? Like, you normally see that at lower levels of basketball, like high school, middle school, maybe college, maybe. But in the NBA,
you don't really see timid players.
Yeah.
We shout out. I want to shout out all the players repping Timid Deer, suited up for Timid Deer, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out Ben Simmons.
This is the Timid Deer colors, by the way.
Bro, that's the
Timid Deer colors, bro. No, it is, bro. It's a real team, bro. Shout out to Timid Deers.
Timid Deer Lane, man.
Sure. That's the colors, bro. You repping them too, bro. That's kind of crazy. But shout out all the Timid Deer players, bro, that suited up before, man. Respect to y'all. But we got 4 minutes and 43 seconds. Let's talk about the Milwaukee Bucks. I think they're 8-0, 9-0, something like that, man. They're undefeated to start the season. And then we have the defending. Yeah, damn. And they beat OKC, right?
Yeah,
it was like 20 or 30.
Yeah. I'm like, what the hell's Big Eyes doing? What the hell?
Yeah, that was going nuts, bro. Bobby Portis crazy rebounds, man. I should have bet on that on Prize Picks, but it is what it is, man.
Facts.
Let's say the defending champions, man, have been struggling. I feel like that's kind of an understatement. I have not watched the Golden State Warriors since they played the Lakers. I will say that. I'm not going to act like I've been watching them. But the Golden State Warriors have been struggling. I heard their defense has been really taking a hit. So maybe this Draymond Green, Jordan Poole situation, maybe it's affecting the chemistry. Maybe it's just they're starting off slow. What is your guys' reaction to these two teams, man? Is it time to overreact or are we underreacting?
First, let me say this. It's
big deal or no big deal?
It's the beginning of the season. We're seeing teams who are not necessarily those type of team. Like, you look at Sacramento, the numbers some of those guys are putting up. You're like, whoa, those numbers will go down. No disrespect, but you look at guys who are putting up crazy numbers. Those numbers will go down. But for the Bucks, I think this is a good start for them. I think it's not time to overreact because we know the type of team they are. We know what they can do. Maybe this is the start of something back.
They don't even got Middleton back either. Crazy.
Yeah, maybe this is the start of something crazy that's unforeseen. Big credit to those guys. They balling. Wasn't Giannis out one game?
Yeah, yesterday's game.
And he's sitting on the bench eating popcorn. Them boys doing their thing.
Yeah, bro. Hooping, I feel like the Bucks are just like a well-oiled machine, bro. Like, they're a championship contender. We already know that, bro. They're gonna win easily 50, 60 games this year, bro. That's just what the Bucks do. We see Giannis just going to a whole nother level each year, bro. He keeps getting better and better and better. And after you drop 50 in the finals, bro, to win NBA Finals MVP, bro, I don't know how you keep getting better, but hey, you keep finding a way, bro.
He's a little different, man. And as for my Warriors go, bro, we're definitely off to a slow start.
Garbage.
I don't want to hear nothing from y'all because we didn't.
Hey, bro, why was Jalen Suggs torching y'all like that though?
He was getting off, bro.
I was watching Famous Los on Instagram. I was like, damn, they really getting torched by Jay Suggs right now.
Shout out to Jay Suggs, man. He was
going to be a problem.
He was one of my favorite players to watch in high school. He had his own documentary. He's a dog. He did his thing. He was a dual threat, football, basketball. He was doing the damn thing.
Oh, yeah, he did play football. I forgot about that. In Minnesota or something like that.
Shout out to bro. What was I getting ready to say? But the Warriors, we just struggling right now, man. I think we got to click back together. It's a stretch of basketball. We just aren't playing too hot. Defense is not where it needs to be. We are seeing players like Jordan Poole. Hey, Jordan Poole is hooping, man. I'm glad to see him doing his thing, even though we're not getting wins.
I gotta react to him, bro. His handles are stupid.
You traveling now?
I'm glad to see these boys do their thing, man. So, or the young boys doing their thing, even though we're not winning. I guess the ultimate goal in any NBA season for every team should be to win the title. However, we're not playing too well right now, and I don't think it's something we should overreact on. I feel like we'll get better as the season progresses, but I think this is pretty common. We kind of come out a little bit slow. I don't think it's something to overreact on. And shout out to the Bucks for doing their thing. That's not really common to pop it off. I'm almost 10-0.
Let me jump in there real quick, bro. I'm gonna say this. I don't think it's like I said, the Bucks championship contender. It doesn't matter what the record is, bro. They're gonna be good this year. The Golden State Warriors, they're starting off slow, bro, but I'm not really too much worried about it. The NBA season is a very long season, bro, so you can't overreact to certain stretches. They're going to do their thing, man. The Warriors will be there at the end, bro. Their team is just too good to not be a championship contender, bro, as far as how it's constructed. That's all I got to say. We got less than a minute, bro. Cool. Go ahead. Jump in there.
I was going to say, man, I think there's more underlying problems with that team than a lot of y'all are thinking, bro. Like the team, they lost a lot of key pieces. Gary Payton's out. And a lot of the young guys, Jonathan Kuminga has had like 3 DNPs. So I don't know what's up with that, considering he's supposed to be one of the players next up.
What's up with that?
Yeah, I don't know, man, what's going on. But I think there's definitely some more underlying problems. I do think they'll bounce back, but I definitely think some of the problems that they're dealing with are bigger than,
Damn. We low-key need to touch on it, bro. Klay Thompson. He's not looking like himself. Klay Thompson coming back slowly from his 2 injuries. I try to tell y'all, man, that it's not going to be just a seamless transition, even though we know he can shoot the ball still. He's not the exact same player that he was. But we seen Klay come out and kind of respond to some, I don't know if you want to call it criticism from Charles Barkley, saying that him and Draymond are just kind of, he didn't say they were shells of themselves, I'm paraphrasing here, but kind of said they're not the same guys. And Klay kind of got in his heart with that, bro. He was in a little interview sad and shit. Yeah, man. I just feel bad after all I did. And I feel bad for him too, just listening to the video. I'm like, damn, he right. All that he did to come back and to deal with an injury, 2 injuries like that, it's mentally challenging, bro. So I feel like him just coming back is a miracle in itself. So I want to shout out Klay Thompson for his recovery, man, and just really being mentally tough enough to come back, man. And if you guys haven't watched his interview with All the Smoke, man, that was one of the funniest interviews I watched on All the Smoke. And they have hundreds of interviews, bro. Klay Thompson's a real cool dude, bro. Good-ass guy, man. So, yeah, shout out Klay, man. But what is y'all thoughts on Klay Thompson and Draymond Green so far this season? And I seen a crazy play at Draymond dunking on somebody yesterday. It was tough.
I feel you.
Yeah, man. I think me personally, I think there may be some issues that we have to take a look at, but ultimately, I think may just be an NBA title hangover. You come off that month good, riding high. All the teams in the league want a piece of your head, bro. You get everybody's best shot, bro. You look at the games we're losing in the fashion we're losing. It's kind of like we be up, but you look at the what was it? The Magic game. Yeah, we were up.
That was that was an unacceptable loss, though. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was crazy.
That's what I'm saying. In the fashion that we're losing is kind of problematic. We're up 9, just win the game. Play defense, sure. But I think it may be a title hangover. There may be some issues we have to look at, but right now, I think we're coming off that title kind of riding high, and we're catching everybody's best shot, man. Everybody's swinging haymakers, and we just get knocked out, man. We 0-6 on the road. We're not playing very well. It was one thing to not play very well, and then not play very well, and you're getting everybody's best shot. So,
real shit. Yeah, real shit. I think that's definitely something that has to do with it. I ain't gonna lie. Coming off a championship, especially playing one of the best defensive teams in the Boston Celtics, is definitely not easy, right? And I feel like, coming back after, 3 to 4 month period off, might have been 5, I'm not too sure, but still, they still play basketball last before any of the other teams besides the Celtics. So you take that into consideration, that definitely has something to do with it as well. But I just feel like I said earlier, there's something about the rotations, the lineup, and even some of the personnel. Like one thing we know about the Warriors, they've always had kind of like a mixture of, veterans and young players. But right now, it's more of like they have the core and then all the rest of the players are young. Like the only other non-young player is JaMychal Green, who I personally think has been pretty big for y'all. But other than that, like I said, you got Jonathan Kuminga, who's been getting DNPs, which is very concerning to me, especially considering the fact that he's supposed to kind of take that Draymond role. I mean, not technically, but like, you know what I'm saying? He should be taking that next step, that initiative to be, that better rookie on the team. And then even Moses Moody, who's probably been the best besides Jordan Poole out of all the young guys. I feel like he's definitely, he's shown more upside. But even James Wiseman, obviously, I'm not trying to hop on Wiseman too much just because we all know he hasn't really played that much basketball over the past, throughout his whole career, right? But I looked at the Warriors statistics when they had him on the court versus when he was off the court. And half the time when he's off the court, they're almost undefeatable. But when he is on the court, regardless if he's playing big minutes or he's just, playing filler minutes at the end of the game when they're either up or they're losing, they still – I don't know. They seem to lose a lot more games when James Wiseman plays. So I'm not sure if that's something they should keep an eye out on as well. I do think Dante DiVincenzo was a big pickup for y'all, but he did get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So y'all are just going to have to wait till he gets back. But for the most part, man, like I was saying, and like Trey brought up, man, it definitely has something to do with that championship run. It's not like a team just comes off a championship and it's just performing like the Milwaukee Bucks right now. You feel me? So obviously there's going to be some baggage that comes with, off that championship year. But like, there's just certain games that I've watched or certain possessions, certain quarters, like the Warriors defense. I forgot which one of you guys brought it up earlier, but it has been terrible. Like in that Magic game, I think they gave up 43 points in the third quarter alone to the Magic. Like that's highly, highly unacceptable when you're trying to, just be one of the top teams trying to, compete for another championship. You feel me? You just can't be losing games like that to the Magic. And I think they let the Brooklyn Nets or whoever, I think it was someone else they played. I think they had like 33 points, 34 points.
Pistons.
The Pistons, yeah, I think it was that one. And then even that Hornets game that they lost, I think they were up by a decent amount. And then they just ended up losing the game. You feel me? So it's certain things like that where you're starting to actually see the Warriors' young side instead of more of their, the veteran players that we're all used to, like Andre Iguodala's, the Barbosas, we all know the Warriors' great, role players they've had in the past. But like right now, it's just like they're relying on the young guys, which is okay though. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously they're not going to have the same team forever. But at the same time, it's like you don't want to get off to such a shaky start at the beginning and have to play catch up towards the end of the season. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the Warriors. I definitely think they'll be all right. I'm not sitting here saying that they're not, they're about to miss the playoffs because they lost the first couple games of the season. No, that's not it at all. I'm just saying that maybe the problems that we're seeing with the Warriors are a little bit more concerning than years previous, just because everyone, like even Tahj and Trey, you guys know that when the Warriors usually do struggle, a lot of people tend to shake it off because they're the Warriors, right? But now it's kind of like we have some things to actually take into consideration. It's not the same team. Klay Thompson, I don't want to harp on him too much. That's one of my favorite players in the game. I love Klay Thompson, but he obviously hasn't looked the same throughout the first few games, which is expected, right? He hasn't played for that long besides the last little bit of the year, but he's still coming back. And, yeah, man, I think they'll be all right. But it's definitely the things I keep an eye out for with this Warriors team later down the line.
So that concludes episode 48 of the Bucket Discussions podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Yes,
We'll catch y'all next week.
Yes, sir. Before we head out, y'all, make sure if you guys agreed or disagree with anything that we said, make sure to leave it in the comments below. We'd like to see a little bit more, interaction with our viewers and shit like that. We love to have conversation with obviously each other, but we also want to have a little bit of conversation with our supporters, our viewers, our fans, whatever, you know what I'm saying, our Bucket Discussions family. So make sure you guys leave your opinions in the comments below and, stay tuned, man.
Yes, sir.
Boom.
Out.
In the jungle like I'm Conan, kind of with both hands. Switch the flow like it was broken. I'm on the road, man, making plays just like DeRozan. I shoot my shot, and that shit wetter than the ocean. I brag a lot, but with the wind and come the boast in. I made a lot from them apartments that I sold, and he ain't make it up to college. So them streets where he enrolled in. I know I'm a scholar from the moments that I was exposed in.